that you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me.
Hi everyone, my name is Lyndie Jancic, and today I'm going to be talking about the Young Living Essential Oils Starter Kit, which I just got yesterday, so I'm super excited to share that with you. But first, I wanted to share with you a little story about myself. I'm born and raised Long Beach, California. I was a registered nurse for 3 years, working night shifts, and it was super stressful. I remember being tired all the time. I remember sitting in one of the break rooms and just looking at one of the old dusty corners and just asking myself, like, is this really it for me? Because I just couldn't imagine feeling as burnt out as I was and doing it for 30 or 40 more years, like until I retired. So, I just felt like I already hated how my lifestyle was, not the profession of nursing. I have a lot of respect for nurses, and I love helping people. That was the whole reason why I got into the field. Actually, more so because I'm Filipino, and Filipino nurses. I don't know if you guys been to the hospital, but it's kind of like in our culture. It's like embedded in our DNA. I don't know, but I love helping people. I actually wanted to travel with nursing and help little sick orphan babies in third world countries, or through nursing. So, and I still plan on doing that one day. But just, I guess, the medical field or the medical industry here, there's a lot of things I didn't agree with, and I didn't feel that maybe I was cut out for it. So um, in 2012, however, I met my husband. We got married and had a baby. It was like love at first sight. I fell in love with him and his two boys, and I was like, let's have a baby. So basically, he had at the time a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I was like, you know what? Like, let's keep it going. Let's have another baby so that they're all like, within 3 years apart, and they all get to grow up together. Because my older brother's 10 years older than me, and my younger brother's 5 years younger than me, so I didn't really get to play with them much. We were in completely different generations, so I really wanted our baby to grow up with his two boys. But unfortunately, our baby girl, she was like the most beautiful baby girl that I've ever seen. Like, so cute. She actually was born with a heart defect. And so for 3 months, we were struggling. We were living at the Ronald McDonald House and just fighting for her life. She actually had open heart surgery. So it was, I'd say, the hardest thing I've ever been through. And it was really hard for my husband and I, because we were seeing other couples in the hospital who would break up over things like that, because it put a lot of demands on the relationship, especially financially. So thankfully, after the Ronald McDonald, we actually were able to take our baby girl home for 2 weeks. And this is where I feel like my nursing path kind of was meant to be, because even though I felt like nursing was too hard for me, because I was a registered nurse, my baby was able to go home with me for 2 weeks. And I called her kind of like my little granny, because she was like on these, medications for the heart, like what I used to give my little old grannies at the hospital. But, I actually had the courage, the knowledge, to take care of her for 2 weeks. And because of those 2 weeks, they were possibly the best and most, difficult 2 weeks of my life, because here I am taking care of my poor baby, but I actually was able to be in our warm living room with her, go out and feel the warm sun, which a lot of the babies that go through what she goes through never even get to experience, since they're in the hospital setting almost their whole life. So I was able to bond with her for 2 weeks, but then after, she passed away. Just before that, while I was giving birth, my husband actually lost his job that he had for a couple years. So, we were going through a lot of financial kind of hardship, and now having the loss of our baby, I did not feel like I wanted to go back to work, or that I was ready to take care of other people when I myself felt like I needed help. So, thankfully, I have a good man who is super ambitious. He's a go-getter, and he actually found an opportunity. I was able to focus on myself and to heal. And while I was doing that, his business that he started just took off. And I found myself, kind of like picking up the slack here and there. And then sure enough, we were like, oh my gosh, like, we are a good team together. Like, what's the point in you going off to do what you do and me going off to do what I do? And just separating our focus, when we could just put all of our energy, creativity, and focus into our family business. And that's kind of what we did. I actually enjoyed working from home, working to help him out with his business, seeing whatever he needed to be organized, and just kind of picking myself or putting myself in there to help administer it. And I felt more passionate towards it, and even more grateful that we had something to work on together, kind of like a baby or a project. And now it's February, yeah, January 31st, and 2017, and here we are, and I have not gone back to work. I had no need to go back as a registered nurse. I actually, my husband sees that I'm actually more valuable here with him in his business than going back to work. So, I mean, it's been great, and I can't believe it. I wake up every morning because now I'm able to do what I love. So, I actually remember one of my youngest memories was winning an art contest when I was 5 in kindergarten. And so now, if you see this painting I have, okay, that I painted that. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? That's me and him, like in a make-believe coffee shop in Long Beach. But so now I'm working on my paintings, and also I am helping my husband design a lot of his projects. So now I feel every morning just ready to just conquer. And I've never felt that way before. Like, it's just so empowering, so uplifting to not feel like you're trapped, and just being able to say, you know what, I'm going to just believe in myself. I'm going to just take the risk. I'm going to do it. And thank God I have a husband that believes in me to do so. So here I am. And I actually, the other day was just thinking about, wow, look how far I've came. I'm actually more healthier. Like, before, I used to eat all my meals microwaved, at the hospital, because we don't have time, or, we need to eat at the hospital. We couldn't go out or get some good food because we'd only have 30 minutes for 12 hours. Well, sometimes that'd be the case. But so I'd always be rushing and just living unhealthy. And so now I get to actually take the time to research and focus on the things that make us healthy, like organic food, how to live a healthy lifestyle eating. I'm trying to eat more clean. I'm not quite at the raw yet. I don't know. But we are eating more clean in our diet. So really, really happy about that. But this young essential oil, I mean, I've been actually buying a lot of my oils on Amazon, my frankincense, my coconut. And so yesterday, my husband and I went to the chiropractor, and when I walked inside, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. And I'm used to putting on the incense. So, in my own home, I love the smell of incense, but sometimes it's kind of like musty, if you know what I mean, like cloudy. And I noticed this smell when I walked in there was actually really like clear and clean. I felt relaxed, I felt happier, I felt calm. So I asked my chiropractor's wife, what is that smell? And she was like, well, let me show you. And this is what it was. I begged my husband. I was like, honey, you have to get this for me. I actually had a headache at that very moment, and it helped clear up my headache. So this is my first time opening. I haven't opened it yet. I love how the package looks. It's super cute. Here it is. And that's, see where it says seed to seal. So basically, I asked her, what's the difference between, you know, the frankincense or whatever the oil that I get at the store or online, and Young Living? And she said basically that the labels don't require for those essential oils to be pure. So here I am, you know, here we are buying all this essential oil that's not even, there's no regulation on that. However, these guys, they watch everything from seed to seal, and it's 100% pure. So the concentration, and it's super rich. And she even said that a lot of the oil, excess oils they use on the plants as pesticides. Like they don't even use those harsh chemicals. So it's just amazing. And let me open it up, you guys. Beautiful box that it comes with. There we go. So here's the first one, lemon. Ooh, and you can smell it. It smells so good. Even though I didn't open it, oh, it smells so good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, actually, I'm going to list the health benefits of each one so that it gives you an idea of, you know, pretty much what it covers, like in our daily life. This one's copaiba. This one's Digize. Digize is this one. My favorite, one of my favorites, lavender. I love lavender tea whenever I'm feeling kind of stressed. So this one's really gonna help. And then peppermint. Ooh. So I guess there's another company that makes stuff like this. But the peppermint they have doesn't, it actually smells minty. But the real peppermint plant, my chiropractor's wife said, is not even supposed to smell like that. This smells so good. Peppermint. Panaway. And if you noticed, this one is a different seal from this one. And the reason is because this one you don't want to ingest. These ones, they're super pure. They're all pure, but these ones you don't ingest, these ones you can. So you might want to read to see how many drops. You don't want to just like take a shot of it. But it'll let you know on the guide, like for what ailment, and then if it's topical or, and then this one is RC. Go. Purification. You know, we all need purification now. Frankincense. I love frankincense. I have frankincense incense, and I have some frankincense oil. And actually, I've been putting just a little drop of my frankincense in like my face creams or my sunscreens. And it just like, it really just, I think it's like an age defying thing, but I'm really excited because the one I had wasn't 100% pure. And now this one is. So, thieves. This one has a really interesting story. So, I think it was like the bubonic plague, one of those diseases back in Europe. And this is called thieves because it's a mixture of, I think, 3 or 4 different essential oils. But what they used to do was the robbers or the thieves would actually put this all over them and then go to the areas where they had the dead bodies of, you know, those who passed away from the plague, but to steal their belongings, you know, whatever, gold or bracelets, rings, whatever. So they would put this on them, and they would come out stealing all the stuff from the plagued dead people and not get sick. So that was really cool and interesting. So this is supposed to be helping with, I guess, infection, to prevent any sickness. So that's cool. Now, if you lift the top part, there's also a bottom part to this. And so we have these two. Let's see. Ninjixia. Red. Ninjixia. Basically, energize, fortify, revitalize is what it's saying. So, one for you and one for the hubby, huh? Can't wait to try that. Actually, there's one more in there, and it's called Stress Away. I think we all need that one too. Stress Away. I'm excited. Stress Away. And then these are little sample bottles that you can give away. Like, you put little drops of them for your friends, family, whoever's interested. You just put little drops and then give them those cute little bottles there. These are also little sample packs of the oils, so I like that. It's cool. And it also comes with this thing here. I guess you put it on and it gives you a little roller. So if you need to put it right there, maybe a little perfume, you can put it right on your neck. That's cool. Okay. And just a little, I guess they equip you with stuff that you can love it, share it, and repeat it with. That's cool. And last but not least, this is the most exciting for me. The home diffuser. It's awesome, right? Okay, so this is what's going to help me just relieve me of all the bitchiness. What do you think? Yeah, this, so basically you put water in it. Here's a picture of how it looks. You put some water in there, and you put, you know, drops of whatever, which one you want, frankincense, lavender, a couple drops in there, and it just clears everything up. It pushes all the chemicals away, and it's so good for you, your nasal sinus and everything, like your lungs. So I'm really excited about this. Might have to say bye to my incense burner, but this is what I really, really was excited for. So that's it, guys. I hope that helped. I'm actually going to be doing probably more reviews on the different oils and stuff and test them out. But if you can, leave a comment, like, or subscribe. I appreciate it for dropping by. And thanks. See you.